Hello everyone, welcome again to Checkpoint. We're so glad to have you here. Thank you for all that you do for us at Checkpoint. Thank you for your likes, thank you for your comments, thank you for your shares, thank you for starting a watch party on Facebook and for sharing the links everywhere. For all of these that you do, we are so grateful and we are really excited that you are doing this with us. Thank you. Because of you, this message is going very far and it's blessing so many lives. And for this, we are exceedingly glad. Now, today on Checkpoint, we have a very interesting topic, a topic that will bless you, a topic that will change your life, a topic that will strengthen you, and a topic that will give you a very clear vision for your life and for your destiny. So please, I'd like you to stay tuned as we share today's topic. All right, so we're going to take a short break and I'll be right back after the break. Welcome back. I hope you are doing good. Now, this will be a time to begin to tell your friends, your neighbors, everyone around you, your relations, your associates, everyone around you to begin to like the video, to begin to share the links so that others can join us right about now. It is going on live and I'd like you to be a part of this broadcast on Checkpoint. I'd like you to comment. Let me know what you are feeling and what you are thinking right now. Let me know how you feel about what we are sharing right now. So please let everyone know it is time. Start that watch party right now. Start inviting your friends right now. Start sending the links right now. Thank you so much in advance because I know you are going to do just that. All right, so today on Checkpoint, our topic for today is maximizing your stage in life and destiny. Maximizing your stage in life and destiny. Wow! You see, there is a lot of things that we need to know about maximizing our stages in life and ministry. Now, let me start by telling you that there is a time apportioned to every purpose upon the earth. There is a time to every single purpose upon the earth. There is a time for everything. Now, in your life, in your destiny, in your career, in your business, in whatever you have found to do, there is a certain time. Now, let me tell you about timing. In timing, there are two basic types of time. And the first one is what we call the Chronos time. Then the second one is what we call the Kairos time. Now, in the Chronos time simply talks about the sequential order of time. Meaning that after 1 o'clock, it will be 2 o'clock. After 2 o'clock, it will be 3 o'clock. And after 3 o'clock, it will be 4 o'clock. That is the sequential order of time. Then there is another kind of time that we call the Kairos time. This Kairos time simply talks about your set time, your appointed time for something, your appointed time for your manifestation, the set time for your liberation, the set time for your emancipation, the set time for your manifestation, the set time for you to take your stage, for people to celebrate you, for people to acknowledge what you carry, and for your world to cheer you up, and for people to tell you congratulations. I don't know who is watching me right now, but if you are watching me right now, I say to you, congratulations. I say to you, congratulations. You may not even know why I'm telling you congratulations, but I know very deeply in my spirit that you watching this program is not a coincidence. The fact that you are watching me at this set time, at this Kairos time, it means that you are qualified for a miracle. It means that you are qualified for a testimony. It means that you are the next person who is about to receive a huge congratulations. So accept my congratulations in advance, because after now, all that is going to happen in your life, all that is going to happen around you will be congratulations all the way. How do I know this? Because I know that it is time for you to appear on your stage. It is time for you to appear on your stage. Please, can I tell you that there is a stage for everyone in life? There is a stage for every man. There is a stage for every woman. Many do not even know when the stage has been set for them. That is the tragedy that we are talking about today. There are many whose stage have been set but they are busy ignoring their stage. Others are busy comparing their own stage with the stage of others. Others are busy envying and getting jealous over someone who is doing well on his or her stage. Some have left their own stage and they are busy admiring others who are executing well, who are performing well, who are delivering maximum performance upon their own stage. And this becomes a problem. Why is it a problem? Because there is a stage for everyone and this stage has been set for them. Now, instead of them to showcase their performance, instead of them to manifest the gifts and callings and loadedness that they have, they are not doing that. Some of them have seen their stage, and the moment they saw their stage, some of them began to rehearse. Imagine, let's imagine this for 1 minute. Imagine you welcome someone and you said with a clapping ovation, with a voice so raised, let's make welcome the best, maybe the musician par excellence, or the speaker par excellence, or whatever it is that you do, and then you are welcomed in that manner, and they're saying, ladies and gentlemen, join me and welcome the greatest of all times, and then they mention your name. And then all of a sudden, you come to the stage and you're like, wow, I didn't expect to be called right now. Please, everybody, please, can you wait? I want to rehearse a little. I think I am not ready for this performance. What do you think will happen to you on that stage? People will boo you and they will carry you from that stage out, because nobody wants to spend time with a time waster. Nobody wants to come to a place where they are embarrassed or frustrated or wasting their time. No. When the stage is set for you, all you have to do is to perform that which you have prepared in private. When a stage is set for you, all you have to do is to perform that which you have prepared in private, because private preparation will determine your public performance. Let me say that again. Private preparation will determine your public performance. If you have not prepared privately, qualitatively, if you have not prepared privately, in quality, in excellence, you will come out and then your public performance will become mediocrity. And please let me tell you, this generation does not have patience for mediocrity. The generation we have found ourselves in, wow, if you're not doing well, not everybody shuns you. If you're not doing well, if you're showcasing mediocrity, you are ignored, because our generation abhors mediocrity. People are driving for excellent things. People have love for excellent things. If you're doing anything that you're doing, you must have to put all your heart to it. You must have to put in every single thing that you have to it, because this stage is real and the stage has been set for you. Many do not know how to maximize their stage. Many even ignore their stage entirely because they do not know the value of a stage. Listen to me, a stage does not come to you all the time. A stage in life is not always presented to you every day of your life. Many have worked for years to get onto a stage. Many have travailed for years to get onto a stage. Many have begged, worked, be patient, paid prices, even in the secret, so that they can have a stage. Now, if a stage is set before you, all that is expected from you is to manifest your glorious destiny, is to become the very best version of yourself, is to showcase that potential, that ability, that capability that God has placed on your inside. Listen to me, no, God has not created nobodies. God has not created non-entities. Every human being you see has a potential packed and loaded on their inside. Listen to me, please. Believe me when I tell you that there is something in you. Believe me when I tell you that you are loaded for a time like this. Believe me when I tell you that God has put in so many things in you. The investment of God upon your life is heavy. Let me say that again. Somebody needs to hear me. And if you're watching right now and you can hear me, please type it in the comment section. Let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. God's investment in your life is heavy. God's hand upon you is real. And because of that, He has loaded you with potentials. He has put a lot of talents inside of you, and many are ignoring their talents. How many of you remember the story in the Bible about the people that were given talents? The one that was given 5 talents, and the other that was given 2 talents, and the other that was given 1 talent. Do you know that each and every one of them were given talents? But the question is, 1 out of the 5 reproduced another 5. The other out of 2 reproduced another 2. But the one that was given the least talent, the smallest talent, 1 talent, he could not even reproduce it. Many are busy envying and getting jealous over the talents of others, over the potentials of others, over the capabilities of others, and they spend so little time investing on themselves. They spend so little time maximizing the stage that has already been set for them. Listen to me, you have to be ready for your stage. Can you say it with me? Say it in the comment section, let me know. Type it there right now, I'm watching you. I have to be ready for my stage. Many have received their stage, and like the person I described earlier, the person said, oh please wait, I need to rehearse. Oh please wait, I don't think I'm ready. Oh please wait, I don't think anybody's watching. Listen to me, until you begin to perform, nobody's going to watch you. Until you begin to do, see, as a matter of fact, when you start initially, people may not be interested, but over time they'll become interested in that you are doing. Don't ignore your days of little beginning. Don't despise those days of little beginning. Every great man you see today, every great woman you see today, they started from somewhere. And most of them did not start on favorable grounds. Most of them did not start from comfortable grounds. Most of them started when it was most difficult, when life was up against them, when their backs were against the wall. Yet they pushed themselves so hard. Yet they struggled and they pressured and they became resilient, and they told themselves they are not going to give up. Not today, not today, not today, until they got to where they wanted to get to. So look at your stage and tell yourself, I've got to maximize this stage. I've got to maximize my time. Oh, no wonder David prayed a prayer and said, oh Lord, teach us to number our days. Many of us have left our stage because we are busy with frivolities. We are busy doing things that we are not called to do. We are busy getting frustrated at the things that we are not supposed to do. We are busy looking left and right and looking for who to help us. Listen to me. My father told me something when I was a little girl, and he said to me, show no weakness, for the world has no pity. Wake up. Wake up. Nobody will be responsible for you. Wake up. Wake up and do that only you can do. Listen to me. Life may have pushed you down, but it is time for you to get up. Life may have pushed you down. It is not your fault that something bad happened to you. It is not your fault that life pushed you down. But listen, believe me, it will be your fault if you remain there. It will be your fault if you decide to remain on the ground. I know life has pushed you. I know things have not been fair for you. I know wickedness has happened to you. Wickedness from high places, they have all happened to you. But believe you me, you can get up from where you are. You can become better from this exact point. You may be looking left and right and say, oh mama, you have no idea. You have no idea what I have been through. But listen to me one more time. I really want you to listen to me tonight, because I believe that your word is in my mouth today. Your word is in my mouth. I don't know what time you are watching this video or this broadcast, whether it's in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening, but I know that the word that will lift you is in my mouth right now. The word that will change your story is in my mouth right now. And I say to you, arise and shine, because kings will come to the brightness of your rising. It is time for you to tell yourself, this stage that has been set before me, there is a limited time to it, and I've got to do my best on it. I have to give my best public performance upon this stage, because I have been prepared for such a time as this. You have been prepared. All the bad things that you went through, all the good things that you went through, all the ugly things that you went through, all of these things prepared you for who you are going to be today. Some of you went through hardship growing up. Some of you went through difficulties growing up. Some of you had very mean and difficult parents. Some of you had a very rough beginning. But believe you me, all of those bad moments, all of those good moments, all of those precious moments, all of them work together hand in hand to make the kind of species of person that you have been. So that a time comes when you look at trouble and you say, trouble? I have seen this kind of trouble before. Trouble? Oh, I have passed through this thing before. Therefore, this one does not mean a thing because I have been through something worse. Listen to me. I want to charge you up. I don't know where you are, but this is God's word for you at this very moment. Rise up. Rise up and take your stage. Rise up because a stage has been set for you. No more complaining, no more bitterness, no more worrying and nagging over things that you cannot change. It is wisdom for you to ignore what you cannot change. It is wisdom for you to ignore what you cannot change. And that you can change, oh, by all means. Go ahead and change them. Go ahead and change them because you can. Because no matter what we're talking about today, there is a stage for you. And that stage is a stage that you have to take over. The stage is a stage that you have to occupy. Somebody here might be asking, what is this stage she's talking about? Is this stage a four-square hall or a four-square? What is this stage? Listen to me, a stage is a platform. It is a platform. It is a timing that has been set for your manifestation. A stage could be a time for you. A stage could be a period for you. A stage could equally be a platform for you. A stage could be a network of relationships for you. I don't know what kind of stage God has set for you at a time like this, but you have to make up your mind to stop looking down upon that stage. Stop ignoring that stage. Most times, great stages in life, great platforms in life come with little responsibility. You may be doing that thing today. You don't know who is watching you. You don't know who is observing your hard work. Somebody is observing your persistence. One day, opportunity will come from somewhere. A stage will be set and they will ask, who is this person that can handle this? Who is the person that will be fit to take care of this responsibility? Do you know that on the day that a prophet was looked for, that they did not find a prophet, but they found somebody who has been serving the prophet for a long time. The day they looked for Elijah, they didn't see Elijah. They knew they needed a prophet. And then who was positioned for that stage? Who was the one who was positioned for that stage? It takes only one day for your stage to get set. I feel like I'm prophesying to somebody. It takes only one day for your stage in life to be set. And that one day could be now. That one day could be tomorrow. That one day could be next tomorrow. But you have to be prepared. On that day when they were looking for another prophet to stand in the place of Elijah, somebody recommended a young man who has been pouring water on the hands of Elijah. And his name was Elisha. And they said because he has poured water, he must have learned the skill. Because he has poured water, he has been arranged around this stage for too long that what works on the stage must have rubbed off on him. Let me say that again. They said he must have been around the stage for too long, so much so that what happens on the stage, the graces and the anointing and the power upon that stage must have rubbed off on him. And because of that, they asked him to come and prophesy. And when he came, he did not only prophesy. The Bible records that he did double of the miracles that Elijah did. Why? Because he was preparing for his stage. Historians has it that Elisha served Elijah for over 8 years. Elisha served Elijah for over 8 years, and he served faithfully, every day pouring water. Listen to me, you may be pouring water today, but you will not pour that water forever. I pour so that it can sink in your mind. You may be pouring water today, but you will not pour that water forever. See, Obi used to be a boy, but now Obi is no longer a boy. Obi is a man. You have to grow up. You have to tell yourself that there was a way I used to do things. Even Paul said that when I was a child, I behaved like a child. And when I grew up, I threw away childish things. You have to tell yourself that if a stage is set before me, I have to do this. I have to do this stage well. I have to become all that God has asked me to see. God has filled you with potentials. There are no non-entities with God, only celebrities. Let me say it again. There are no non-entities with God, only celebrities. The fact that He created you in His own very image. He did not create you like a chicken. He did not create you like a goat. He did not create you like a snake. He created you in His own image that was the first moment that you received a very big approval to become the best version of you. That was the very moment that you became implicated to be relevant. You are implicated to be relevant. You are implicated to be important. You are implicated to be glorious here on earth. I know some of you might be saying, oh, but I have been prepared for this stage for too long. I have been doing everything I have to do. I have been working hard in my private preparation so that I can manifest well in my public performance. Yes, God has you in mind, and it is possible He has placed you on a shelf so that the best of you can manifest. Most times, when a manufacturer produces his best item, he does not throw it into the market first. No, he allows it to stay on the shelf so that the demand for what he has created will be increased. Many of you, God is allowing the market to be saturated with demand of you, so that that moment when you appear, there will be a glorious appearing. There will be a glorious appearing of your destiny. Don't give up on yourself. I just heard today that somebody killed herself in her own house. Listen to me, people. I know life is hard. It may be very hard for you. You may look at my face, but you have no idea what I have gone through. And I am not saying that what I've gone through might be exactly what you have gone through. We all have our own different crosses to bear, but one thing is sure, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. It will always get better. Things will not be worse like this forever. If you give up now, you gave up too soon. If you give up now, you gave up too soon. There is no reason why you should kill yourself. I know it is overbearing, it is hard, it is difficult, nobody understands you, but it is only when you are alive that you can have a better tomorrow. If you die, that is the end of it, and you make life very difficult for those people that you leave behind. A stage has been set for you, and it is possible that you have not walked in yet into that stage. But don't give up before it is your time. Many have given up, and when they were called, it is now time for us to welcome this person, this woman, this man upon the stage of manifestation, upon the stage of public performance. There is silence because they are nowhere to be found. Because they have given up before it was their turn. May you not give up before it is your turn. Let me pray that prayer from the bottom of my heart for you. May you not give up before it is your turn. Many have waited and waited, and even though their turn was passed many times, their turn eventually came. Let me pray that prayer again for you. May you not give up before it is your turn, because there is a stage set for you. For some of us, our stage has been set earlier. For some of us, our stage is currently on and open for us to perform. For some of us, our stage will yet be set in the future. Now the choice is yours. Do you want to give up before it is your turn? Relax and wait, because the manufacturer has kept you on the shelf waiting for your demand to increase. He wants you to, at the moment that you are appearing, that you will be the demand of everyone. There are people that you envy today. There are people that you are jealous of today. There are people that you are looking up to today. And believe you me, they have waited for their turn for so long. They have waited for their turn for too long. And because they did not give up, they arrived at their stage. You cannot give up today, irrespective of what is happening around you, irrespective of the circumstance in your life. Don't give up today, because there is a stage set for you. Your manufacturer has made you and is waiting for the right time. And one thing is this: his time is the best. His time is the best. It does not matter when you start or who started before you. God's time for you is the best. So just tell yourself, I am in safe hands, especially if you know your God. Tell yourself, I am in safe hands and my stage is about to come. Now, there are a few facts I want to share with you that you have to bear in mind while maximizing your stage in destiny. So just take it down. Facts to bear in mind while maximizing your stage in life and destiny. Facts to bear in mind while maximizing your stage in life and destiny. Number one, maximizing your stage in life and destiny is a choice and a personal decision. Is a choice and a personal decision. Maximizing your stage in life and destiny is a choice and a personal decision. As a matter of fact, nobody can decide for you if you prosper. Nobody can decide for you if you'll be successful. Nobody can decide for you if you're going to maximize your stage. Because ultimately, you are the one on the stage and you're the one who will give out your best public performance. So you have to tell yourself, am I ready for this? Am I ready to give my world, to bless my world with my uniqueness? Am I ready to bless my world with my uniqueness? Am I ready to showcase that unique deposit of God on my inside? It is your choice. It is your personal decision. Nobody can make that decision for you. No father can make it for you. No loving mother can do that for you. No sibling can do that for you. No relation or friend or associate can do this for you. It is your personal decision. You are going to tell yourself, I want to maximize my stage in destiny. I want to become the best version of myself. I want to bless my world with my uniqueness. I want to showcase the very best of me in a time like this. It is your choice. And if you believe that it is never your choice, then it will be so. I've always said it before and I will say it again. If no one believes in you, you can still succeed. But if you refuse to believe in yourself, there is no way you are going to succeed. So I want to encourage you. Tell yourself that this is my choice. Tell yourself that this is my personal decision. And I'm going to become all that God wants me to be. I'm going to become all and manifest all the unique expressions of God's potential in me. I'm going to manifest all the unique expressions that make me who I am. It's your choice. It's your personal decision. You have to say, I'm going to do this. It starts from within. It starts from within. So you have to tell yourself, I am going to do this. And then you eventually see yourself doing it. Now, number two fact you have to bear in mind while maximizing your stage in life and destiny is that you can only be what you have capacity for. You can only be what you have capacity to be. You can only be what you have capacity to be. Let me tell you this. A lizard in this continent cannot become an alligator in another continent. Let me say that again. A lizard in this continent cannot just become what? An alligator in another continent. You have to tell yourself that you are capable, that you are qualified, that you are able to become what you want to be. You cannot just wish it out or wish to the stage. No. A stage is not a place of wishes. Oh, you get to the stage and say, oh, I wish I can sing like Celine Dion, or I wish I can dance like Michael Jackson. Oh, I wish I can sing like Sinach. Oh, I wish I can. See, it is not a wish thing. You have to tell yourself, I know this is possible. I have rehearsed this. I have practiced this. I have developed my capacity to carry this. It is commonly said that God will not give you just what you wish, but what you have capacity to carry. Because the God we serve is a very loving God, a good God, and He will not give you something that has the ability to kill you. God will not give you a blessing that will have ability to kill you. God will not give you money to count that you don't have ability to count, that will give you migraine or give you madness. God will not give you that blessing that you do not have capacity to carry. He will give you according to the measure that you can carry. If you want to argue because you think that God's grace is sufficient, that God is all sufficient, yes, God is all sufficient, and He's able to give you exceedingly and abundantly. But He will not give you more than you can carry. I know that the bank of God is filled with plenty blessings and plenty promises that are so rich in mercies. But one thing is sure, as much as God's bank is so heavy and so large, He will only give you that you can carry. Let's make this example. As a loving father or a loving mother, would you give your child a blessing that is too heavy for them to carry? Let me give an example. Maybe you have a 2-year-old child and the 2-year-old comes to say, oh, daddy, I love you, welcome back. Will you as a daddy carry a 52-inch television that you just bought and give your child to carry? Answer this. Now, it is possible that you bought that television for that child so that the child can watch the cartoons and watch their nursery rhymes and the rest of that, but you will certainly not give it to that child to carry. You will look for men and women in that house that have the capacity to lift a 52-inch television and drop it where it has to drop it for that child. Because in as much as it is for the child, you cannot deliberately give it to the child to carry. It will break the child's spinal cord. Alright, it will break the child's bones. And the TV might even fall off the child's leg and cause a serious injury. So, you see, in the same way it applies to our Heavenly Father. I love my sons, and no matter how much I love them, I cannot just go to where we drop the Jeep keys and then take one of the Jeep keys and say, oh son, you know I love you so much, and hand over a Jeep key to my son to drive by himself at this age. I can only do that when he has grown in capacity. I know the Jeeps I have are for them. In the future, yes, I know, even the ones I will yet buy are for them. But I cannot give it to them at this level, because a son, as long as that son is a heir, must first sit under tutors and sit under governors until this time, the set time appointed by the father. Until the set time appointed for him to begin to take charge of things concerning that country or that society or that civilization. So it is very important that you understand that God will not give you more than you have capacity to carry. So what does this call for? It calls for each and every one of us to begin to develop capacity, begin to build capacity, begin to build capacity, begin to enlarge yourself, begin to stretch on every side, begin to push yourself harder so that you can become all that you were meant to be, so that you can become that person of exceptional value, so that you can become that person that will be a go-to person in your generation, so that you can become that person that others will look up to because of increase in capacity. You want to maximize your stage in life and destiny, right? Then you have to do what? Develop your capacity. Improve on yourself so that you can achieve that. So number 3 fact that you have to bear in mind when you are maximizing your stage in life and destiny is that the principles of success in life and destiny, they are universally applicable. The principles of success in life and destiny are universally applicable. What do I mean by this? I simply mean that each and every principle that will guarantee your success, that will guarantee the maximizing of your stage in life and destiny, each and every one of them are universally applicable. It means that every one of them can be applied anywhere you are in the universe. They are not gender specific, they are not race specific, they are not location specific. Let me say that again. They are not gender specific, they are not race specific, they are not location specific. Meaning that the principles of success, the principles for maximizing your stage in life, they are universally applicable. If a white man decides to obey the principles of success in life and destiny, it will work for the white man. If a black man anywhere decides to obey the principles of success in life and destiny, it will manifest on the stage of that black man. If a Caucasian or a red or white or blue or green person, irrespective of where they come from, decide to obey the principles of success in life and destiny, it will manifest in their stage. It will manifest on their stage. Their world will see that these people are obeying the principles of success. Success does not fall on us like a ripe cherry. You have to obey and apply the principles. There are principles to be applied, and when you want to apply them, it doesn't matter whether you are male or female. It works for both males and it works for both females. Females might say, oh, don't say that again. We are in a male-dominated world. Listen to me. You may be in a male-dominated world, but there are women who are taking the horns and doing extraordinary things even in this generation. They are becoming the first to do certain things. They're becoming the first to break records. They're becoming the first to advance in certain areas. And you cannot sit there and keep complaining about being sidelined or about being marginalized. All right, it's time for you to stand up and do for yourself the principles of success that will guarantee your prosperity and your success and your expansion and your advancement in life and in destiny. Tell yourself you can do it and go ahead and apply those principles. Because it is one thing for you to know a principle. It is the second thing and the most important thing for you to apply that you know. Because knowing it is not enough. Doing it is what is very, very important. So please go ahead and apply those principles. Tell yourself that you can make it. Tell yourself that you will do it. Tell yourself that it is very sacrosanct that you become all that you were meant to be here on earth. Number 4 fact that you have to bear in mind while maximizing your destiny, while maximizing your stage in life and destiny, is that being a believer is not the only prerequisite for success on your stage. Being a believer is not the only prerequisite for success on your stage. A lot of we believers, because we shout a lot of amens and hallelujahs, and I claim it and I receive it, assume that just by claiming it and receiving it, by just shouting hallelujahs and amens, we will become that we're supposed to be on the stage of life that is set for us. Being a believer is a precious thing. Being a believer is a beautiful thing. Being a believer is one of the best things that can happen to you here on earth. But in addition to be a believer, you have to obey and apply the principles of success in life and in destiny. You have to learn patterns and skills and abilities involved in maximizing your stage in life. There is a process that will lead you to the product that you want. There is a process that will lead you to the product that you want. There is a way that seemeth right unto you, but that way will not lead you to the place where you maximize your stage. So you want to maximize your stage, right? Now, after shouting your amens, after shouting your hallelujahs, after shouting your praise the Lord, do what you have to do. Go ahead and work on yourself. Go ahead and work on the principles. Apply the principles. Do the things. Take the processes. Take the steps that will take you to the place that you want to get to. We will always tell you that any religion that makes God the only one to take responsibility is a very irresponsible kind of religion. And our Christianity is not that kind of religion. All right? Christianity is more than a religion. It is a lifestyle. And in this lifestyle, it is expected that you do your own path and then God will do his own path. You do your own part of the deal and God will do his own part. Now you want to succeed, you want to maximize your stage. One thing is essential while obeying God and believing God and accepting God into your life. It is also imperative that you also apply the required principles, take the required steps, do the required things for you to become that person, that individual who will maximize their stage in destiny. All right, so number 5 fact that you have to bear in mind while maximizing your stage in destiny is that the decision to maximize your stage is not enough. The decision, you have to bear this fact in mind, that the decision to maximize your stage is not enough if the resilience to pursue it is not present. Let me say that again, that the decision to maximize your stage in life is not enough if the resilience, if the inner push, all right, if the inner persistence to pursue that is not present. So it is one thing to have the decision to maximize your destiny. It is another thing, a completely other thing for you to do what? To have the resilience to pursue it. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Tough times will come and tough times will go. But if you are tougher, you will outlast the tough times. Resilience is key. Putting pressure on yourself daily, continually, always, in order to make sure that you get to where you are supposed to get to is key. Pushing yourself. You are maybe waiting for somebody to push you, but nobody is coming to push you. You have got to push yourself by yourself. Tell yourself, I've got to do this. Tell yourself, I've got to wake up. Tell yourself, I've got to push harder. Tell yourself, I've got to get to this mark. This mark I set for myself. There is no time to compare yourself with anybody. Those who compare themselves with others are not wise. There's no time to compare yourself with anybody who is running faster on the track. Listen to me. What is most important is you comparing yourself with who you used to be. Compare yourself with the you of yesterday. Compare yourself with who you used to be before. And by the time you look at who you are now, you'll be so glad that you have been able to push yourself so forward that you have become the best version of yourself. You want to maximize your stage in life and destiny, right? So, beyond making a decision, let there be resilience. Let there be resilience. Let there be resilience, because the decision to maximize your stage in destiny is not enough if the resilience to pursue it is not present. Are you okay with that? And I hope you're getting blessed. All right, we have a few more to go, and I'd like you to just keep listening, keep watching, keep enjoying it. All right, so number 6 fact that you have to bear in mind while maximizing your stage in life and destiny is that people can go ahead of you, but their staying ahead of you depends on your choice. Let me say this again. People can go ahead of you, but they staying ahead of you is dependent on your choice to overtake or not to overtake them. You can decide to overtake them, or you can decide not to overtake them, because in life, overtaking is allowed. And it's not about who started before you, it's about who is leading the ring, who is leading, who is taking the lead. So you can, people can start before you, certainly, because all of us not come to earth at the same time. Our timings are different. But when they have started with you and you have jumped onto this lane, make sure that you make the best out of this lane. Make sure that you keep running, that you keep pushing, that you keep pressing yourself, because people can start ahead of you, they can go ahead of you, but staying ahead of you is your choice. You have to tell yourself, in this business, in this market, in this life, in this thing I'm doing, I have to ask myself, because there's a difference between a blue ocean strategy and a red ocean. In a red ocean, there are many ideas already in the market. There are many ideas and plans and ways of meeting people's wants. And people are meeting people's wants, others are meeting people's needs, and it's everywhere. But a blue ocean strategy is a strategy where you have to tell yourself, what is this peculiar need that I have to meet? It is a strategy that people are not very conversant with. It's a strategy that people are not very familiar with. You have to tell yourself, oh, in this particular niche, where do I fit in? What specific value do I bring? What difference do I make? All right, then you tell yourself that in this lane, I'm going to do it like nobody has ever done it before. I'm going to give them results like nobody has ever given them before. If you're a singer, I'm going to sing like nobody has ever sang before. If you're a runner, I'm going to run like nobody has ever, and give it your best shot. And give it your best shot, because there is a stage for you. How much can I say this? I feel like jumping right here. There is a stage for you, and you've got to maximize this stage. You have to do better. You have to do better. A generation is waiting for you. A generation is panting and desiring for you, for the uniqueness that you carry. Why are you waiting? Why are you waiting for too long? There are people whose destinies are tied to your loins. There are people whose life and success and breakthroughs and next level are tied to your rising. That's why you have to get up. That's why you have to stop complaining. That's why you have to stop remaining down, because when you rise, you drag them up with you. When you rise, you lift them up with you. They are still down. They are still in the gutters. They are still in the depths of the earth, because you have not risen. The moment you rise, you take all of them together with you, and they rise alongside you. So please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Can you hear that? Wake up. I'm trying to tell you, you have to hear this. Wake up, arise. It is your time. Never again shall you remain down. Never again shall you remain in the pit. There is a generation waiting for you. If in case you don't know about it, hear me. I am making a clarion call to you. Rise up. I know you are depressed. Rise up. I know you have been frustrated. Rise up. I know you have been rejected and resented. Rise up, because there is a tomorrow, a bright future waiting for you. You can't remain down forever. Yes, you fell, and so what? Yes, you failed, and so what? Yes, you didn't get it right, and so what? Are you the first person? You are not the first person. So tell yourself, I'm about to rise. People may have gone ahead of you, no problem. But you are about to become the latest thing that is about to happen. So they may think you are coming late, but then here you are, the latest. They may think you are coming late, but God is about to do with you something that looks everlasting. So please get up. Tell yourself that this is not the end of my story. This is not where my story ends, all right? And then after this, give them a fresh story, especially those who gave up on you too soon, especially those who concluded on you too soon, especially those who thought that nothing good can come out of you. Give them a fresh definition of who you are. Give them a fresh description of your content and your loadedness, because you are all that you can be. All right, so number 7 fact that you have to bear in mind while maximizing your stage in life and destiny is that you have to maximize opportunities, because opportunities won't always be available. Maximize opportunities because opportunities will not always be available. Many people look at opportunities and ignore them. Many people look at opportunities because they come with overalls sometimes, because opportunity looks like work sometimes, because opportunity does not look glorious sometimes. They look down on them. Can I tell you this? Little opportunities today will create room, will make room for bigger platforms tomorrow. Let me say it again. Little opportunities today will create room for larger platforms tomorrow. Little opportunities today will create room for larger platforms tomorrow. That is why you have to maximize opportunities today, because they won't always be available. There are some little opportunities you are ignoring. You call them small platforms. You call them small assignments. You call them little opportunities, but those little opportunities will eventually create room for a larger platform. Start small, start local, but go global. Let me say that again. Start local, but go global. Start local, but go global. This is not where your story ends. This is not how this story. I am so optimistic and so positive about your tomorrow. I am so delighted because I know that the stuff that you are made of is unique. The stuff you are made of, nobody has ever carried it before. So tell yourself that this little opportunity, I will look at it. I will not ignore it. I will not despise it. I will do it. I will do it and do it well. That little opportunity to write a paragraph, write it well. That little opportunity to proofread it well. That little opportunity to take a backup in a singing group, go ahead and take that backup. That little opportunity to do that little 1 minute short video, go ahead and do it. It will create a platform for you. That little opportunity to take a photograph, that's just a photograph where 2 or 3 are gathered, go ahead and take that fine photograph. That one photograph can recommend you for bigger jobs and bigger opportunities tomorrow. That little assignment of typing a letter, type it with excellence. Type it from your heart. Do it with passion. And when you do that, oh my, one day an opportunity to do something bigger, something larger, something more responsible will come to you. All right? Don't look at any job as a menial job. Don't look at any job as a local job. Start local, but go global. Start local, don't end local. I know you may have started little, but then when you start little, aim higher. All right? Don't stay there. Oh, she said we should maximize opportunities. I'm right here, maximizing my opportunities. I'm not going anywhere. No, that's not what I said. Maximize your little opportunities, but keep aiming higher. Maximize your little opportunities, but keep pushing yourself harder and forward, because that's where you are going to. Number 8 fact that you should bear in mind when maximizing your stage in life and destiny is that you should never fail to prioritize. Never fail to prioritize and know what is important to you part time. Now, many people have made a huge mistake by not prioritizing. They don't know what is truly important part time. Now, a lot of people have made mistakes that made made them in the pursuit of maximizing their stage, they have lost family. In the pursuit of maximizing their stage, they have lost opportunities to reach out to loved ones, to remain with their family, to give love to their children, to give love to their spouse, to be there, to be a present father or a present mother. And because of this, they have maximized their stage, but they are sad. They have maximized their stage, but they are unhappy. They have maximized their stage, but like Solomon, they are saying vanity upon vanity, because everything is not vanity to them. Life does not have a meaning for them. Life does not have a worth for them, because they feel sad about it. And you have to wake up. You have to wake up and tell yourself, there are things that are important to me. Family is important to me. Relationships are important to me. So you have to tell yourself what is truly important in your life. Is manifesting on your stage or maximizing your stage more important than relating with your family? Is it more important than relating with people who are closest to you? Is it more important than maintaining quality relationships that will take you further in life? Can I tell you that between you and that miracle, between you and that breakthrough, between you and the place that you desire are just about 4 people. There is somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that you need to know in order to advance in life. So please, I want to encourage you. Tell yourself this: my future is great and I need people to get there. Alright, so don't throw people into the trash. Don't look down on people. Alright, if there's somebody you're watching this broadcast with, if there's somebody around you right now, I know that you might sound crazy for a little bit, but if there's somebody around you, just talk to the person and tell the person, don't take me for granted, because my tomorrow will surprise you. Tell the person again. That person will be like, where's where I'm coming from? They may think you're crazy, but you're making a confession for your tomorrow. You're making a confession that will ensure your manifestation. So tell the person, don't take me for granted, because my manifestation tomorrow will surprise you. You can also ask, will surprise you. Surprise you is a combination of shock and surprise. All right? Don't write that in your exam. You will fail English. All right, so let's continue. That is why you have to tell yourself, I have to prioritize. I have to tell myself what is important to me. Is food more important to you now than reading? Is buying a recharge card more and refilling your data more important to you now than getting a book? What is more important to you? What is more important to you? Okay, during the protest within this country, people went to warehouses and they were looting and carrying away foodstuffs, palliatives that have been kept there. And they kept going from warehouse to warehouse. And I was so surprised none of them went to any bookshop to loot books, because they don't want to read, because they don't want to improve on themselves. Listen to me. Your priority will determine your prosperity tomorrow. Let me say that again. Your priority will determine your prosperity tomorrow. You need to become your best version. You need to be on that stage and manifest. And see, one thing about a stage is that when you begin to manifest well on your stage, people will look at you and glorify God. Somebody might say that this message does not have a spiritual undertone. This message is not, but that is exactly what Jesus wants us to do. He said, let your light so shine before men. Let your light keep shining before men, before women, that they may see your works, your good works, and they'll glorify your Father in heaven. When you are maximizing your stage, the world will see your good works. They will see your good capabilities. They will see your unique potentials. They will see your incredible talents. And what will they do? They will glorify God for creating somebody like you. So please maximize your stage in destiny. Maximize your stage in life. Enough of the relaxation. Enough of recreation. It is time for you to buckle up and work. Alright, so number 9 fact that you have to bear in mind while maximizing your stage in life and destiny is that setbacks, frustrations, discouragements will come, but never ever disconnect from your power source. Frustrations, setbacks, discouragements, all of them will come your way. Certainly, the setbacks, the frustrations, the discouragements, they will all come your way, but never ever disconnect from your power source, because your power source will determine how bright you shine here on earth. Discouragements will come, but there should be a source where you draw strength from. For me, I'm a Christian, not just a Christian, I'm a believer. And because I'm a believer, I draw my strength from God. I draw my strength from God. The Bible says that they that appear before God in Zion, that they shall be lightened, every one of them. When you appear before God in Zion, you go from strength to strength. The Bible says they go from strength to strength. Every one of them appearing before God in Zion. Because you appear before God in Zion, you go from strength to strength. There is no tiredness. Even when setback comes, you keep pushing. Even when frustrations come, you keep pushing. Even when discouragement comes, you keep pushing forward, because you know that you have a strength. My husband would always say, my husband, Bishop Uguleze, he would always say that when God backs you, you will never suffer backache. Did you hear that? When God backs you, you will never suffer backache. Now, I want you to know that you have God backing you. You have a strong support in God. Keep moving, keep pushing. All right? Setbacks come to all of us. Frustration comes to all of us. Discouragement comes to even the very best of us. But we have to make up our mind and build our confidence in God, in a God that never fails, in a power source that never gets weak, that never gets disconnected. We have to keep connecting. God said in His word that He is the vine and we are the branches, and without Him, we can do nothing. All right? With all the degrees that you have, with all the things you have read, with all the things that you know, without God, you can do nothing. So please connect to your power source. Make sure you are connected. If you are not a Christian and you're listening to me, whatever is your power source, remain connected. All right? And if you want to know my own power source, I will gladly want to lead you to Christ. All right, so give me a comment down below and I will chat you up immediately. I'll reach out to you and then we'll take this journey to Christ together. So this is an invitation for you. Wherever you are, please come. Come. God is willing, ever willing, with arms open wide, waiting for you to come in. So discouragements will come, but what will determine how you survive your seasons of discouragement? What will determine how you survive your seasons of frustrations and setbacks is your power source. Because when your power source is strong, when your network is strong, you can upload and download anything. All right, so when your power source is strong, you can overcome every storm, you can overcome every challenge, you can overcome every hurdle, because you have God with you. And number 10, and finally, number 10 fact that you need to bear in mind while trying to maximize your stage in life and destiny is that you have to seek to leave people and places better than you met them. Seek to leave people and places better than you met them. All right? Anyone you meet in this life, anyone that you get to meet, anyone that you get to see, and the places that you get to go to, leave each and every one of those places better. Leave each and every one of those people better. You want to maximize your stage, right? Let me tell you something. One of the ways through which you maximize your stage is that people can recommend you. And who you are good to determines who recommends you. Who you are nice to determines who recommends you. And it is the recommendation that makes your manifestation on stage relevant. Because there are many stages where people don't desire what they carry, but there is something that you carry that your world desires. And if you leave people better than you met them, those people will recommend you. If you leave places better than you left them, in those same places, people will come back and they want to know who was making this place tick, who was making this place work, who was making this place nice, and they will recommend you. There is an office you are working in currently. Do your best. Do your best. Give it your best. Work hard. Be the excellent staff. Be the best staff. When others are resting, go the extra mile. When others are saying, oh, the salary we are being paid is small, you go ahead and do that work. Because one day, a blessing that will cover up for the year, for the monies you have not been paid, for the years you have not been paid, will come and saturate your life so wonderfully. So tell yourself that you have to be the best in this workplace. Be nice to people. It does not cost to be nice to people. It is not expensive to be nice to people. You can smile. You can make people feel relaxed. You can make yourself an easy person for people to talk to. Go ahead and do it, because you want to be better. You want to leave people better than you met them. And one day, a recommendation for a platform that you do not envisage, a recommendation for a stage that you do not even expect will come your way. Do you know how many people have become so blessed because somebody recommended them on the stage. Oh, there are stories, tons and tons of stories. And I'm trying to close here because this video is already too long and I want to round up right here. Listen to me. There is a person you will treat so nicely that tomorrow they will recommend you. There is a place you work so hard that tomorrow they will come back there and look for somebody to be recommended from that place. And you will be that person. Don't forget that it was because Joseph treated the butler in prison so well that the same butler eventually recommended him in the palace. You cannot jump to the palace. You cannot jump to your stage. There is a process to your stage, and most times it is somebody that will recommend you. I am speaking to you with passion. I am speaking to you today, knowing fully well that one day you will need to hear a voice of reason, a voice that will encourage you and strengthen you to get to your stage and to maximize that stage. And you will remember my voice because you've heard this video before. Now this video is a video that you cannot just watch once. You have to watch it over and over and over again because it is every time relevant. It is always relevant in your life, irrespective of where you are and what is happening with you. So please, I want to encourage you. Make up your mind to keep listening, to keep watching, to keep following our videos, to keep doing all that we want you to do. So like, comment, share, start a watch party, send the links to anybody that you truly love. If you really love that person, you will send that person the link of this video. You will make sure that it is watched. Go to our YouTube channel and make sure that you hit the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell so that you can get fresh contents from us. I'm excited to bring you this word today on how to maximize your stage in life and destiny. I'm excited to have you watch today, and I'll be replying your comments very soon. Thank you, and thank you for watching Checkpoint all the time. Thank you, and thank you for always being there for us. Thank you, and thank you for always sharing, liking, and commenting. Thank you for all that you do for us at Checkpoint. And until I come your way again, keep making a positive, indelible mark in the lives of people and on the sands of time. Cheers.